Hi, welcome to 5 Minutes of Torah with the BI Rabbi. I'm Rabbi Stein, here with my jacket on. Still a little bit cold in February. Stay warm and dry this weekend. I've been thinking a lot this week about the splitting of the sea, and we actually read about it tomorrow morning on Shabbat, Parashat Beshalach. And I've been looking at this verse, the big one where Moses holds out his arm over the sea, and it says, God drove back the sea with a strong east wind all that night and turned the sea into dry ground. That's when the waters are split. So this east wind, it shows up in other places in the book of Jeremiah. It shows up with the plague of the locusts. An east wind brings in the locusts, and then a day or so later, a west wind brings the locusts away when Pharaoh begs to bring the locusts away. But I've been thinking about not just the east wind, but how these waters are split. It says an east wind comes in, I guess, from the east and pushes the waters away. But then I thought, well, if the waters all get pushed over here, shouldn't that be what we see? The waters off to one side? But when we talk about the waters being split, and then in the next verse it says the waters were a wall for them on their left and on their right as we walked through them. Whenever we see pictures or movies or artwork from the Middle Ages and the Renaissance of this scene, we see the waters like this and split and we walk through them. And the other thing I'm thinking about is this word about the sea being split. Vayibaka'u. Okay? The waters were split, or God split them. And in Genesis, actually, in the creation story, we have a similar word, yikavu. Here we're talking about the waters being split. In Genesis, it's describing God saying, let the water below the sky be gathered, yikavu, into one area so the dry land may appear. And God calls the dry land earth. So, yibaka'u, okay, we get the kuf, and yikavu, the kuf also. We have a ba or a va in each word, okay? A vav or a bet or a vet. Similar words in some ways. And one of them is splitting the sea so that dry land can appear and we can walk through it. And the other is God moving the sea around so that there can be dry land and we can live on it. So one of them, though, is the creation of the world, and it's preceding the creation of human beings. And when God moves around the water, dry land can appear so that people can live on it. But the other one, this week's Torah portion, is creation of a nation, the children of Israel, the Hebrews, the Jews, us. We really are created as a nation as we walk through that sea after we've left Egypt and become a people. You know, if we walk around, we have the opportunities to celebrate creation, the creation of the world every day, just looking around at nature and seeing what is around us and so powerful and beautiful, the flowers that will open up in the next couple months. And this week, we have the opportunity to celebrate our creation as a people when we read and chant and sing the Song of the Sea tomorrow morning on Shabbat Shirah. We're having a very special Shabbat. Yitzhak Achisar and Tanya Grinberg and Rob Menace and Debbie Fenson, singers and cantors, 4 of them from our community, singing beautifully tonight and tomorrow morning. So I hope I'll see you there. And I want to tell you about one more thing. We have an event coming up on February 13th in the evening at 7 p.m. We celebrate Israel at 75 years old. The anniversary is coming up, and we're having a special movie screening of a film called The Future of Israel and Its Defenders. Q&A with film producer Avi Ben Lolo, and there'll be, we're doing this with the Jewish Federation of Greater Vancouver. There'll be a dessert buffet afterwards. You can go to our website to register. It should be really great. That's February 13th in the evening. And again, I hope to see you tonight and tomorrow morning for our very special Shabbat Shirah, along with Tu B'Shvat, and there'll be a great Tu B'Shvat Seder for the kids during services tomorrow morning. Shabbat Shalom.